This was certainly not the idea, and as long Damn! Now Lily could get into the holes, but she couldn't turn this. She needed a different. Hey! Don't that. It was the old man's memory aid. If Lily wanted an emotion, an Lily had always liked the large painting in the main hall. It showed a dining table after a big meal, with a man in the center who had found the last cookie. Lily giggled at the thought that he would eat it all by himself, no matter how much the others begged. It was hopeless. Edna's balloon was hanging out of reach.
What have you got now? I hope it's a weapon for the battle against... But that's a real detonator, and it's live! You have to defuse it, Suka! Hurry! But with what? With the power of love! What? Are you... Wait! I know! Phew, that was close.
We'll snitch to Mother Superior.
Exactly. This time you really went too far, Lily. What on earth are you thinking? You're even crazier than I thought.
Totally un-gumbo.
Don't just stand there. Get that bomb away from us. Take it somewhere where it can't do any damage. A bomb-proof, a fireproof drum or something like that?
This was certainly not the ideal tool to loosen the screw, and as long as Lily had the hairpin, but to pull them out, Lily first had to find a bomb-proof location to dispose of the... It was the perfect place.
What's that? What do you have there?
Lily could finally use...
Does it have to blink like that?
Lily closed the door again.
Lily? Lily?
Something seemed to be wrong with Lily's ears today. She kept hearing all these sounds. This was certainly not the ideal tool to loosen the screw, and as long as Lily didn't have a compelling reason, she didn't have to take the risk. Perfect. The hairpin fit exactly into the holes. Once again, Lily's efforts were in vain. Only Mother Superior could open the cabinet.
I've had it up to here! Haven't I told you 1,000 times already? Get the hell out! Just wait! Can I have that? I need something to calm my fingers! Thanks! That was close! Now take your stuff and get out! Now!
Lily thought this idea was delightful. The guinea pig was bound to make a huge impression as an animal role model.
At least this, but do you think...
Of course it did. Guinea pigs were cute and small, but always cheerful. Lily always tried to follow their example.
Well, if you say so. Come back in a few minutes. If you don't bother me, I won't take long.
Ah, Birgit has finally finished the new banner, but what's that? A small, dirty guinea pig? Birgit didn't really make this, did she? That can't be true. Can I not rely on anyone here? Just you wait. She'll get what's coming to her. I can't even tell you how disappointed I am in you, Birgit. This is the worst job I've seen in my entire career. But don't talk back. You are bad. I will probably have to strip you of all your awards, prizes, and Girl Scout badges. You no longer deserve any of them.
But I only did what?
Hogwash! Do you really wish to contradict me? I can't believe how low you've sunk, Birgit. A guinea pig? It's unbelievable! Your work is an insult to the entire convent. Get rid of it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Your whining won't make up for your failures. Just in case you decide not to waste my time with your ineptitude anymore. Here is a motif that's worth immortalizing on a banner. The puma. Strong, precise, dignified. A symbol of self-control.
The embroidery was of a unicorn with 8 legs. Lily loved the unusual embroidery more than anything, but she didn't know who had made it. When asked about it, Mother Superior was even more vexed than usual.
What? Do we know each other?
Uh-huh.
Wait. Wasn't I just about to tell you something? Fortunately, I created a memory aid just for this anecdote. Ah, exactly. Now I remember. On that day, I was particularly angry. We had just laid the stone slabs in the chapel when the Templar Knights returned from a secret meeting. They examined my work and praised me for doing a heroic job. Then they gave me a coconut. It was one of the greatest days of my life. Here, I even still have the book in which I wrote everything down, including the meaning of the secret Templar symbols on the stone slabs. And now please leave me alone. All this reminds me too much of how I once helped a little girl uncover the mystery of the secret crypt below the chapel. One day I really have to tell you that story.
The book contained the recorded memories of the elders. Most of it was faded. Only the chapter on the construction of the convent chapel was still legible. That would certainly interest Frank.
What's the matter now? My goodness, that does look very interesting.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. At least those are the same symbols as on the stone slabs, but the pattern is full of gaps. I'm a pro when it comes to riddles. That's why all I need is a single glance to be able to declare without a doubt that, yes, this is a riddle. But the solutions page seems to be missing. This book is useless to me like that. Unless, of course, you have the solution. Yes! Yes! That has to be it! I have solved the mystery! Thanks for holding the book all this time. You're blocking the way. May I?
As soon as Frank stopped drilling, Lily was finally able to draw Garrett out of his shell. Lily crouched inside the confession booth and waited. All was quiet in the chapel, except for Frank, who could barely contain his excitement.
Wow! If these bones aren't evidence of a church conspiracy, I'll eat Tom Hanks's double chin. And what's that? Hey! This just keeps going. Let me just drill through this stone slab and... But that's a sword! A real Templar sword! It's incredible! Man, it sure is wedged in tightly. I hope that isn't a load-bearing strut beam.
Impact echoed through the entire church. Lily was tempted to look, but then she heard approaching steps.
It's so blissfully quiet. I can finally take up my listening post again. Hey, what's going on? Is that you, Lily? Do you think that's funny? Let me out, now!
Lily felt uncomfortable about it. Locking someone into a confession booth was probably not appropriate for a well-behaved girl. On the other hand, she was doing Edna a big favor. She could hardly wait to tell her best friend all about it.
So, Garrett is out of the picture. Very good. But I'm still in danger. Before I can leave the convent, you have to help me cover my tracks. The doctor can't find out that I was ever here. Could you do that for me?
Uh-huh.
Great. Let's see. First, you have to get rid of the balloon that I left in the main hall. It even has my portrait on it. The doctor would recognize me immediately. I also played with firecrackers down by the school clock. Let's just say it was part of a weather experiment. And I would have succeeded if I'd had a real DeLorean. You can't imagine how hard it is to get a lawnmower up to 80 miles per hour. And of course, you have to remove the inscription on the swing tree. It hurts me just as much as you, but I could hardly leave the doctor better evidence that I was here than that. Do you think you can handle all that?
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Lily. You're the best.
Oh, hello, Lily. I was just thinking of Riot Girl. Riot Girl is totally cool because Riot Girl wears Shibuya clothes. Don't you think that's totally fascinating? Suka also thinks that Riot Girl is totally cool. And Suka likes Shibuya too. Shibuya is totally cool. Don't you think so too? Yeah. It certainly makes you think. I think way too much about things like that. My brain is getting all fuzzy. But Riot Girl is cool, right?
Lily had heard that alcohol, that was certainly true. Lily had heard that.
You...
No. Another one of them. Get lost. I'm not in the mood for jokes today. You're probably wondering what I'm doing here, right? My name is Ernest. Funny Ernest. Ha! And I applied as a child therapist here. But no, Mother Superior had already found someone else. That Dr. Marcel. A nuthouse shrink. Can you believe it? I wouldn't let that guy anywhere near my kids, even if I knew where they were. That's what I get for retraining as a psychologist. Laughter is the best therapy. Great idea. I've been waiting for a gig for months. I should have stayed a plumber. What? You don't like the mood I'm in? You want me to show you a few tricks now or what? I feel terrible. Because my therapy concept flopped. Laughter is the best therapy. How rotten.
You?
Why are you staring at my cigarettes like that? They're not for sensitive children like you. Got it? What?
No.
You want to see a few tricks, don't you? I knew I shouldn't have said that. Okay, I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a cute balloon animal, and you leave me in peace, okay?
Uh-huh.
All right? What's it gonna be?
Ew.
A wrench? Why not? I know all about wrenches.
Whoa.
A giraffe, then. How original. But it's only one balloon a child.
Oh.
I used to be a plumber. Now I plumb people's souls. What's so hard to understand? Okay. I know that look. You want another balloon, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. What's it gonna be?
Ooh.
A poodle. The classic. What now? Okay. I know that look. You want another balloon, right?
Uh-huh.
But it's only one balloon a child.
Oh.
A wrench? Well... Just don't ask me about Duck. I wouldn't let that guy anywhere near my kids. He's known everywhere. Huh, serves him right.
What Lily now did was actually void of all logic, and she could already hear uproar of the online reviewer, but she did it anyway. The online reviewers sounded a bit hoarse today. Maybe they shouldn't smoke so much. Done. Now only 2 pieces of evidence were left to completely erase Edna's tracks. The clown had just left his cigarettes here. He must have been in a great hurry. The chandelier lay broken and useless on the floor. Now, Lily would never be able.
What do you have there? Cigarettes? No thanks. You can keep those. Of course I smoke. I'm a real rebel, remember? But only when I'm nervous. And since my nerves are like steel, it's just a hypothetical situation. I'm a hypothetical smoker, which is actually much tougher than a regular smoker.
Lily had no idea how to smoke, but she didn't want to quit just yet. Maybe tomorrow. Lily had heard that was certain. Suka didn't seem to know. Lily didn't hold it. She didn't need. So why should she long for Suka to fall off the swing and break all her bones? There was no reason at all to have thoughts. Lily didn't have the slightest clue how she was supposed to get the. Lily didn't have. Suka didn't, but that was not. Suka, but that. In the meantime, Lily had collected many little, but no treasure was as In the meantime, but it was too bad. Lily didn't. It was too. Shawnee didn't seem to be. Lily had to find some. The liquid smelled like Doris's breath, or the cap of the lawnmower's fuel tank, which Lily would have liked, but she. Lily would have, but she,
Keep your things to yourself. I'm sure you worked very. Psst. I really have to. Do you like me?
Uh-huh.
Thank goodness. I wasn't really sure, because there's something on my mind. It's about my feelings, and I'd like to ask you a really huge favor. Would you do something for me?
Uh-huh.
Really? Wow, I'm so excited. Okay, calm down, Kapu. So, would you give this letter to Shai?
Uh-huh.
I really have to meet her. So, could you just give her the letter? Man, that's so cool of you. You're really the best, Lily.
Oh, what fabulous thing do you have there? Is it for me by any chance?
Lily hesitated. Certainly not because she begrudged Shai her meeting with Kapu. No. She was worried. Who knew what sort of things could be in the envelope? A snake? A scorpion? The anthrax virus? In the end, she decided to give Shai the letter, after all.
Uh-huh. Wow! It's from Kapu! A date? Oh, how exciting! I have to put on more glitter.
Apparently, the letter didn't contain the anthrax virus. Thank goodness.
And? Have you destroyed all the evidence already?
Lily didn't have the slightest clue how she was supposed to get the inscription off the tree. Lily would have oh well. It was too bad. Too bad. The faucet was dry. The stove was black and empty, just like the mirror that always appeared in Lily's dreams. The stove. Lily. The narrator with the truth of the The sword was almost long enough to reach the firecrackers, but only Lily needed some kind of extendable. The sword may not have reached the firecrackers or the rope, but it fit perfectly into the mesh of the clock hands. So perfectly that it got stuck in there. Now what was Lily to do? Wait until the gargoyle dropped down of its own accord? She didn't have that much time. It wouldn't take much to make the gargoyle, but Lily didn't even have that on her. Although the gargoyle, if you didn't include such things as... The gargoyle seemed worried, but it also didn't lift a finger to stop it. Typical. Lily didn't want to disturb the two. They deserved to enjoy the moment. Soon, they'd start to hate each other, and Shy would start losing her hair from all the grief. Ah, yes. Apparently, Birgit had set down her work, but she had completed the banner with the puma motif. Too bad that Lily couldn't congratulate her on the good job she'd done anymore. The clock in the tower sounded duller than usual today. Was it really that late already? Done. Now, only one piece of evidence was left to completely erase Edna's tracks.